I am a Beyoncé fan, and I have to tell you, I'm gonna be watching this documentary, even if she doesn't introduce us to new stuff, even if she tells us that story about how her daddy used to have them run in high heels again. I'm watching. Because fortunately, one of the TVs in our kitchen has closed captioning, so I'll be able to understand what she says. You know, Beyoncé can't talk. Beyoncé sounds like she's got a 5th grade education. She can't talk.
Many people thought Wendy Williams had stepped away from drama after leaving her famous purple chair, but that does not seem to be the case. She is back in the spotlight, and this time she is speaking about Beyoncé. According to the story, Wendy believes she was pressured to take back comments she had made about Beyoncé over the years. However, Wendy has always been known for speaking her mind and does not like being told what to say. The discussion also brings up a popular social media trend where many celebrities thank Beyoncé during award speeches. After one artist thanked Beyoncé while accepting a major award, fans noticed similar moments from other stars, making the trend go viral. Throughout it all, Beyoncé usually responds with a calm, surprised, and humble expression.
Beyoncé controls all women. Beyoncé owns women.
This is true.
Around the world.
I even heard it from Beyoncé and all of her Beyoncé-ness.
Sexiest woman in the world. Is that a lot of pressure that comes with that?
No, because I know the truth. I know Beyoncé is the queen of the world.
Oh, sweet. You're the biggest female in the world. No, I'm not. Beyoncé is. Duh. Do not blaspheme Beyoncé.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, The Guardian recently said that you're the woman right now making like the best pop music on the planet. As long as Beyoncé is alive, that statement is not true.
Thank you. Beyoncé's new album release. Woo. I'm excited, but is it okay to release something this fire during a heat wave?
Beyoncé, whoo! In the 5th grade, I skipped school to see you perform. My sister, she got me out of school. It was literature. I'm good. And where you at, Beyoncé? My eyes are wet. You changed my life. You sang that gospel medley, and the way you made me feel, I was like, I want to make people feel this way with my music. So thank you so much. You clearly are the artist of our lives.
The discussion continues by asking why so many people in the entertainment industry seem to show Beyoncé such a high level of respect. It raises the question of what kind of influence she has that makes so many celebrities praise her publicly whenever they have the chance. Some people believe it is simply because she has earned that respect through years of hard work, while others wonder if there is more happening behind the scenes. Even music executive Clive Davis once referred to Beyoncé as the First Lady of Music, a title that highlighted her importance in the industry. To some, this proves she is admired by nearly everyone she works with. Others have created different theories about how she reached that level of success. According to Wendy Williams' comments, many artists act carefully around Beyoncé because they believe she has tremendous influence over the entertainment business and the media. Wendy suggests that Beyoncé has become an expert at managing her public image. She believes that, over the years, Beyoncé has learned how to shape the way people see her, especially after highly publicized stories about Jay-Z's alleged infidelity became major news. While Jay-Z has often faced criticism and rumors about his personal life, Beyoncé has continued to maintain an elegant, calm, and polished public image. This contrast has led some people to believe that she has mastered the art of protecting her reputation. The conversation also argues that reaching the top of the music industry takes much more than talent and beauty alone. It claims that lasting success requires financial support, powerful business connections, worldwide influence, and a strong team working behind the scenes. According to this viewpoint, Beyoncé had access to all of those advantages, allowing her to grow into one of the biggest stars in the world. Whether people agree or disagree with that opinion, there is no denying that her career has expanded far beyond music and into fashion, business, and entertainment. The story then looks at Beyoncé's relationship with Jay-Z. It suggests that when they first became a couple, both were already successful in their own careers. However, as time passed, Beyoncé's global popularity continued to grow. Some people even argue that being married to her strengthened Jay-Z's public image and opened doors that may not have been available before. The speaker also claims that major media outlets rarely publish strongly negative stories about the couple, and that critics often face backlash after speaking against them. These are opinions that have circulated online, although they remain widely debated. The discussion next brings up rapper Nicki Minaj as another example. It claims that after Nicki publicly criticized Jay-Z over business disagreements involving the Tidal streaming platform, her visibility in the media appeared to decline. According to this narrative, some fans believe she received fewer award nominations and less industry support afterward. Others disagree with that conclusion and argue there are many reasons why an artist's public attention can rise and fall over time. The conversation also mentions Brandy and describes stories that have circulated for years about her relationship with Beyoncé and Kelly Rowland. It claims there were rumors suggesting Brandy encouraged Kelly to build her own career instead of remaining in Beyoncé's shadow. The speaker also references producer Rodney Darkchild Jerkins, saying that after helping Brandy develop the sound heard on albums like Never Say Never and Full Moon, he later worked closely with Beyoncé. According to the story, Brandy once admitted she felt frustrated after leaving a recording session because she believed the musical style she helped create had become strongly associated with Beyoncé before she could continue developing it herself. The speaker argues that this made it difficult for Brandy to continue using a similar sound without inviting comparisons. As a result, the conversation suggests she may have felt disappointed watching another artist become identified with a style she had also helped shape. It also claims that her friendship with Kelly Rowland became distant over time. Finally, the story says that in 2017 Brandy publicly stated that she was not a fan of Beyoncé's song Bow Down, a comment that reportedly attracted attention from fans and entertainment media, adding another chapter to the long-running speculation surrounding their relationship.
I know that you are a Beyoncé fan.
I am.
You're a Beyoncé fan, and she recently put out her new song, Bow Down. People are talking about it. Can you weigh in here? Do you think that it deserves such backlash?
You know what? I think art is freedom. You know what I'm saying? And you should be able to express yourself the way you choose to express yourself. Of course, you know, people are going to have their own opinions. They're going to, you know, but opinion is opinion. I think art should be expressed the way it should.
Do you love the song?
I don't love the song, but I love Beyoncé.
It is completely normal for people to dislike a song, even when it is performed by a very popular artist. Everyone has different tastes in music, and no singer is expected to create songs that everyone enjoys. However, according to this story, when Brandy shared that she was not a fan of Beyoncé's song Bow Down, the reaction was much stronger than expected. She reportedly faced heavy criticism from fans across social media and was attacked from many directions. Although Brandy eventually moved on from the controversy, the situation was seen by some as a warning about what could happen to anyone who publicly criticized Beyoncé. The discussion also mentions that Brandy was not the only artist who questioned the message of Bow Down. Singer Keisha Cole also spoke out, saying she did not like what she viewed as a shift from promoting female empowerment to sending a message that sounded more arrogant. She commented that women should support each other instead of encouraging others to bow down. In her opinion, the song seemed to contradict the positive image Beyoncé had built over the years. According to the speaker, instead of focusing on Keisha's opinion, many people turned their attention toward criticizing her. She was labeled as jealous, bitter, and overly sensitive, while others argued that she was making too much of a single song. The conversation suggests that if another artist had released a song with a similar message, the public reaction might have been very different. The story then shifts to Blue Cantrell, who became well known in the early 2000s with successful songs like Hit 'Em Up Style and Breathe. The speaker claims that rumors linked her to Jay-Z around the same time. He was also being connected to Beyoncé. It also mentions that Blue later appeared in an interview with Wendy Williams, where she reportedly shared personal comments that some people believe should have remained private, adding even more attention to the ongoing rumors.
Romantically?
No. No, I can't answer that. I can't answer that.
Oh, she's touching him off the neck! Look! You see?
Why do people not want to let the Jay-Z Blue Cantrell thing go?
Because, honey, that was a fabulous little high point in your
well,
career.
Well, what about Beyonce and Jay-Z? That's fabulous.
Yeah, but...
According to the story, Blue Cantrell's career took an unexpected turn after she signed with Def Jam. It claims that when Jay-Z became president of the record label in 2004, her contract was not renewed. At the time, Blue reportedly believed it was simply an oversight by the label, rather than something intentional. However, the speaker argues that the events that followed made her question whether it was really just a mistake. The discussion points to several similarities between Blue's projects and Beyoncé's releases. It claims that Blue's video for Round Up, featuring Lady May, shared certain similarities with Beyoncé and Jay-Z's Bonnie and Clyde video. It also mentions that Blue released the hit song Breathe with Sean Paul, where the word breathe played a central role in the lyrics. A few months later, Beyoncé released Baby Boy, which also featured Sean Paul. According to the speaker, this led Blue to believe there were too many coincidences to ignore. The story says she eventually spoke publicly about her concerns, but did not receive any response. Instead of gaining support, the speaker claims that many people accused Blue of being jealous of Beyoncé's growing success. As a result, her concerns were largely dismissed, and few people appeared willing to consider her side of the story. The narrator suggests that situations like this made other artists think twice before publicly criticizing Beyoncé or Jay-Z, fearing possible damage to their own careers. The discussion then shifts to Wendy Williams, saying she has questioned Beyoncé and Jay-Z's influence in the entertainment industry for many years. At the same time, it notes that Wendy has also praised Beyoncé on numerous occasions. According to the speaker, Wendy never seemed motivated by personal dislike. In fact, she has openly called Beyoncé one of the greatest performers of all time, showing that her criticism and admiration could exist at the same time.
Can I tell you something? This is my opinion, and we can fight all day. I don't care. Beyoncé is the greatest performer of all time, living or dead. Yep.
Wendy Williams received a lot of criticism for her comments, but she stood by what she said and refused to take her words back. Although she has often praised Beyoncé and even called her one of the greatest performers of all time, Wendy has also said she believes Beyoncé carefully manages her public image and stays highly competitive with other successful female artists. According to the discussion, Wendy first publicly questioned Beyoncé during the widely debated Baby Bump television appearance. While many media outlets avoided the topic, Wendy openly discussed it, saying the unusual moment was enough to make viewers ask questions, regardless of how much they admired Beyoncé.
Beyoncé, come on, you're not like that, are you? You know how some of these celebrities can be, though. Anything for attention.
Since then, Wendy Williams has continued sharing her opinions about Jay-Z and Beyoncé's relationship. She has suggested that, after the widely discussed cheating scandal, their marriage became more focused on protecting their public image and business interests than romance. According to Wendy's view, the couple chose to stand together to protect their brand, although this remains her personal opinion rather than a confirmed fact.
Okay, I think that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are master manipulators of the media. And I also think, yeah. And I think that they are to the point, they will manipulate almost anything. Like, I think it's bad karma to lie about the state of your marriage. Or, you know, I wouldn't even say, you know, I missed work because my son is sick if he's really not sick, because that just puts a bad karma on you, you know what I mean? Do I think they're pregnant? Probably not. Not for lack of trying, but just because, you know, he changed those words to the lyrics just to get us talking, and so we're talking. You know what I do think, though? I do think that they've announced this to stay in our eyes.
For a long time, many people felt uncomfortable discussing claims that Beyoncé may have borrowed ideas from other artists. According to the speaker, most people avoided the topic because they feared criticism from fans. Wendy Williams, however, was willing to share her opinions publicly. She argued that some of Beyoncé's work, often praised as highly original, was heavily inspired by previous artists or creative ideas. Wendy also claimed that Jay-Z and Beyoncé were very skilled at managing their public image and media coverage. In her view, Beyoncé paid close attention to how she was portrayed, making image control an important part of her career.
Says another source, was the fact that some of the rumors were being perpetuated by people they considered friends, like talk show host Wendy Williams. Well, first of all, you're not a credible source Because if you were, then you would know, I've never partied with them. I've never been to their house. I don't swim in their pool. Like, we're not friends. I'm a pop culture pundit and commentator, right? That's what you call it. Pop culture woman. And I talk about people.
When Wendy Williams' health declined because of Graves' disease and she later came under a conservatorship, some people claimed it was karma for criticizing celebrities, including Beyoncé. According to the story, an article in the National Enquirer reported that Beyoncé felt hurt by some of Wendy's comments because she believed they were friends. Wendy strongly rejected that idea. She responded by saying they were never close, had never socialized together, and that she had never attended their private events. Wendy maintained that her role was to speak honestly about public figures and share her opinions, regardless of who they were.
It's being reported that this is a business relationship. Now, I refuse to believe that it started out this way. I believe that in the beginning, they were in love, like two people fall in love, and then you get married, and then maybe sometimes, and I'm not suggesting that this is them, but I'm just trying to look at both sides of the coin. Sometimes when business gets so big and you've got two stars in the family and they're competing with one another, sometimes it becomes about staying together so that we, John Q. Public, think that everything's perfect.
Despite her ongoing health challenges, Wendy Williams has continued to stand by the opinions she has shared over the years. According to the speaker, Wendy has never tried to destroy Beyoncé's career or tear down the family that many fans consider music royalty. Instead, she believes people should look beyond the public image and be willing to question powerful celebrities, no matter who they are. Wendy has argued that fans should judge public figures based on their actions rather than placing them on a pedestal. The discussion also claims that during the controversy surrounding Jay-Z's business dealings with Target, Beyoncé quietly supported her husband instead of publicly addressing the criticism. According to the speaker, because they are married and share business interests, she likely benefited from those decisions as well. These are presented as opinions rather than proven facts. The speaker believes that Wendy, like any other commentator, should be free to express these views without facing extreme backlash. Some fans agreed with her, saying they admire both Beyoncé and Jay-Z, but feel that no celebrity should be beyond criticism. They argue that it should be acceptable to discuss their decisions openly without being attacked for having a different opinion. The video ends by encouraging viewers to share their own thoughts, join the conversation in the comments, and support the channel by liking and subscribing.